Hello and good evening, everybody. I hope you are all well. Looks like the stream is going. And happy for once. What is going on here with this, though? Let's get to the live, please. Dingle fart. Ha! You are funny. I hope you feel better, bud. I really do. Yeah, sounds like you got a pretty bad fever there. So for anyone not picking it up yet, I am solo. I do have virtual Richard going on a contract, but human Richard is not feeling the best today, this evening, and will not be logging in as I just wrecked the sprayer. Yep. Turned that one a little too late. Let's try that again. There we go. Seriously? Did I hook it again? It's not even touching. I nailed that one perfectly. Boo. Bad collision. Hey, George. Richard, the question is whether you're ready. If you're not feeling good, well, good news is that my internet does seem to be fixed. Guten Abend, Joe. Guten Abend. I already fixed it, Richard. I have no idea how it even got disabled, but I did notice, and I fixed it. Oh, how nice it is to have my good internet connection back. Knock on wood. Oh, but I do need to go back in here. Settings, stream. Um, Put it back on the high quality settings. Yeah. The problem is very funny. So you guys remember that I've been complaining about this for around a month. Well, the first 2 weeks of January, they were out here doing upgrades on the nodes up on the poles. And the upgrades on the poles caused my connection to be so good that the signal coming in was too strong, and it was screwing my modem up because the signal coming in was too strong. So he put a couple splitters on there that also function as signal reducers, and got it down to where it is. Oh, it is beautiful. It's faster than it's ever been. I just found it very funny that the neighborhood upgrade screwed me over. I did ask him when they're going to put fiber in, and he said they're not until people actually keep requesting it in this area. Apparently, I'm the only one in my neighborhood asking for it. It's actually not that odd, George, with how cable... So I get my internet through cable television cable. Because it's the only high-speed internet I have that I can get here other than shitty wireless. Okay, come on, tractor, get in front of it. There we go. And it's a pretty common problem with cable-style internet. Well, the real problem, Joe, is that I live in a neighborhood of old fogies. Most of them don't even have the internet service. They only have cable television service. Out of my node, there are only 2 of us right now that have internet. Out of like 12 people coming out of my node. It sucks. Richard, that fever must really be messing with your head. No, he's having a sick day. He said he needs to sit in a refrigerator. And he's having such a sick day that he sent me a message saying that I would be on my own because he's having a sick day. I responded, okay, feel better. And he sent me a virtual identical message saying that he would be out because he's having a sick day. Thanks, buddy, old pal of mine. Scotch. One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. I ain't seen my baby since the week before last. Gonna get high, man, gonna get gassed. He doesn't drink, Joe. He used to have a bad drinking problem and became a teetotaler. So, the bourbon, it cannot help him. Do 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 do. Your picture with your crown there, George? I saw it. Oh, Husky, you're funny. Oh, hang on. Why did nobody tell me? Hold on, hold on. Doggo cam. There we go. Put it back in the proper place, and you guys can actually see Doggo cam. Uh-oh, Joe. That's not good. Oh! Yes! I picked up something fun for the farm all. I found on Facebook Marketplace, a 50-minute drive away from me, a hydraulic spool valve. Just a standard old, hopefully open center. He said he thinks it's open center. If not, I will have to convert it to open center. Hydraulic spool valve that I can use with my tractor. With the old farm wall. So that I can get a hydraulic remote on the back end of the damn thing. So when I do get some equipment, I can actually use it. Because my farm wall is not plumbed for hydraulics at all. Not even for the belly-mounted cultivator that you can get for it. I don't have any hookups, just caps. So, yeah, for 40 bucks, when spool valves brand new are over 200 right now, and it came with a pump that it's a small pump, something that you might put on like a wood splitter or something. I mean, I think I definitely got my $40 worth. There are 6 orbs left, by the way. You guys probably didn't notice, but I have an extra 40,000 over what we had last time because I stumbled across another orb during setup. And I grabbed it on accident. I was going to grab it after we started, but I grabbed it on accident. So there are 6 more orbs left at 40,000 a pop, with the last one maybe being more. I don't know. But the one that I grabbed, I'll show you guys where it was at. Oop, wrong entry. Next one. Oh! Dog smelling like skunk is terrible. So, we have this opening in the fence with a farm track going through it that we cannot go through because that's the edge of the map right now. It's there for when the map gets expanded and that field becomes part of the map. The orb that I found was sitting right here on top of this post. So now you guys know where it's at. So Joe, do you want to know how to get rid of that skunk smell? Collectible, Husky. The collectibles on this are the golden glowing orbs. Just like on Hutan Pantai. To get rid of skunk smell off of a dog, you give them 3 baths. Oh, okay. Well, it does if you do it right, Joe. You have to get high acid content tomato juice, and you have to bathe them 3 times, and then give them, after the 3rd time, after you rinse the tomato juice off, you follow it with a Head and Shoulders, and then you rinse that off too, and the smell goes away. At least it always has for me. But it takes 3 rounds of very high acid content tomato juice. I actually don't use tomato juice. I use tomato sauce. Like metal can, old school, and I'm talking big can too, and I use all of it. Because the only other thing that I've ever found that got rid of it was gasoline, and you don't want to bathe your dog in gasoline. I mean, maybe you do, but I wouldn't. I've never tried that. Hopefully I will never have to. Come on, do what I want. Up, down, work the headlands on. Hi, Reese. Lay down on the bed, please. Be a good girl. Reese. Why are you trying to start on the headlands when I explicitly said do not start on the headlands? You freaking jackwagon. Wow, this is going to piss me off. Headlands, and then off again. There we go. Maybe. No. Oh, fuck it, whatever. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, I'm gonna speed up time now. There we go. I want it dark. We're going to go tootling around the map, seeing if we can see any orange glows of more orbs. It wouldn't let me. 4 was the minimum. I think it was 4. 3, 4, whatever the hell it said, was the minimum. Trust me, I wanted to reduce it to none. Yes, Husky, I actually agree with you. It seems like it's worse than when they first released FS25. It seems like they did somehow make the AI dumber. But I have not played on that map either. That's a fence, not an opening. This one's the opening? No. Huh. I swear one of those was an opening before. Give ourselves a quick look around, make sure we're not missing any orbs glowing in the night. Am I really the only one who likes to play with traffic? And there's an orb. Ta-da! No, 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 no! No. No. Orb. All those times we came here to deliver milk, and we never saw that orb because it was daylight. Oh, you don't have the clear traffic jam mod? Look at on the very bottom of my list. Left Alt plus T, toggle traffic. You toggle it off and on. Just basically you tap it, wait a half second, tap it again. Traffic jam cleared. That's not the actual traffic jam, clear traffic jam mod, but it's how I prefer to do it. Well, come on, you ought to know by now, Joe. I am a mod fanatic. I love my mods. Hundreds and hundreds of mods. I think I have over 100 just base mods now. The, quote, mods I can't live without. Yeah, there goes a car, and if I hit the keys, which, oh, right. It doesn't work properly in multiplayer. I forgot about that. I don't know why it's turned on for multiplayer. Because if you hit T, it brings this up. Even if you're pressing the Alt button correctly. Who is dinging me? Okay, wow. Some people's children. Do 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 do. Busts through the gap in the hedge. Through the gap in the hedge. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to go around. Well, how nice of you to join the chat, Nightbot. Doing your job, finally. Although you appear to be 5 minutes early. Now, this little S-curve would be an ideal way of hiding an orb near the edge of the map. But I don't see anything. Alright, well, I mean, it was a good thought. I've been through this farm pretty thoroughly, so I would hope I got them all, but it looks like I didn't. I missed the one literally sitting right on the fence. Only 4 more to find. Well, I mean, I blame myself, too, considering that we've both been up here at various times. But you're right, Richard can have all the blame. Inside one of these pig huts would be a great place to hide one. Now, see, I'm the kind of guy that would put one on this old harvester somewhere. If I remember right, there was one inside that box. There was definitely one over here. It was up inside one of these boxes. I think this one right here. Or maybe that one right there. But I don't see any more orange glows, so I don't think there's any more over here. Alright. Dancing in the rain. The vast majority of them were in the town area. I didn't check around the house, I just realized. But yeah, the vast majority of them were around the town area. And it would not surprise me if at least one more was still there that I hadn't found yet. Let's get paid. Ooh, we should jet down there by the sawmill just in case. I grabbed the obvious one that was down there in the woodpile. Wow, I like way oversteered that through the, not being able to see through the tree. You know, just turn the headlights right off. Yeah, there was one right there between these two wood piles. Okay. Nothing by those two wood piles. Or I already grabbed it if there was. Do 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 do. I suppose we should probably just park the tractor and do this one on foot. And of course, not be led astray by these, because there are plenty of those around. There was the one right there atop the monument. Pretty sure you guys saw that one. There were a number of them through various backyards. What the heck is this? That's the tailor shop, okay. I might have hidden one in there, in one of these, if I was making the map. Ah, darn. Okay. These last four are gonna be hard, I feel like. Like maybe like out in the woods or something, kind of hard. Um, no comment. I've never looked to see if there was a mod for that. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Come on, run. Run, Forrest, run. I'm not seeing any more orange glows. Bite me. There were all sorts of them in this area. In the town area here. Up on buildings, inside of trash dumpsters. There was even one right back here. Um, if I remember right, it was right here in this corner. But I might be misremembering. Somewhere on the back side of this building there was one. There was one in this building. There was one inside of a stack of pallets. I don't remember if it was this stack. I think it was not. I think this was the stack that used to go all the way out and covered up that. There was one right here. So, what do we have there? Nailed it! I think the boars are a silliness because in real life we'd just shoot them all and eat pork for a long time. And they're not a problem everywhere. Yes, they're a major problem in Texas, for example, but we don't have them at all here in Michigan. So it doesn't make sense if it's not selective. If it's just on every map all the time, yeah, no thank you. Yes, but they aren't everywhere. And that's the kicker. Be bored of what, George? If you were trying to be clever, it went over my head at first. There was one down there between the haystacks that I already got. I don't know where the last three are. I can't think of anywhere else to look. Yeah, I got that now, George. I got that now. I was a little too focused on looking for stuff to catch on right away. Yeah, there was one in that dumpster. Now, you're funny there, Joe, because you find everything in the last place you look, because when you find it, you stop looking. That was a little weird. I glitched into the wall for a moment there and couldn't move. Well, I think that's the end of our treasure hunt. So I can't really think of anywhere else to look other than out in the forests. Mail truck's just a hair too fast to easily pass. Really? And then he stomps on his brakes at the corner. What an asshole. Not in multiplayer. The bonuses are disabled in multiplayer. Watch my episode from yesterday of the competitive multiplayer. Suppose I should go through this farmyard one more time, eh? One of these had one in it and I already grabbed it. I want to say it was this one. But one thing I realized that I did not check is this house right here. The I'm sunken into the ground house. Nothing here. Nothing doing. There it is. On the other side of the Combine, right? No. That's the Tedder. I mean, sorry, not the Tedder. The Tedder is what I want, but I see it now. The one next to the Combine is the windrower. Now, wouldn't it be funny if, like, right here was one this entire time and we just ignored it? Oh, pass off. There we go. Daylight. Sales. Yeah. Nothing we own is ready for harvest. Nothing's really even close. Be nice when the rest of the map is available. Although, I can go cruise it now. Let me grab this tractor. It is already basically playable land, other than not having field numbers. You just have to be able to teleport to get out here. I don't know if you guys can see that on the doggo cam, but Miss R's side is twitching pretty badly as she's having a dream. Oh yeah, you can see it. That's great. There's the edge, but that still looks like it's playable area or usable area. It's kind of odd, yeah, it is. So there are multiple boundaries even to like where it can be expanded multiple times. And I know that this is in the works, the expansion. See, there's a barrier there in the middle of nowhere. Look at that cornfield that we could be harvesting. I'm not talking about the $100 fish problem. I'm talking about the not getting paid for putting the fish back. Mr. Sealy P proved that other maps you can put the fish back and get the bonuses. I didn't get it in multiplayer. But maybe I should test it in single player and see if it is just the map that's broken, because you could be right there. This map doesn't have any water on it, unfortunately. Pretty nice forest right here, though. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's a multiplayer thing specifically for what I was trying to do to prevent people from doing that, or what the case is. Well, that's cool. You can go up and around, bring it around town. Alright, anyway. Put this tractor back. Kind of. Yeah. But I was not. I was fishing from a river. So, yeah, I was slightly disappointed. I thought I'd just jump right ahead of Richard using that. As I fumble about for which key I wanted there. Are you going to lower? Lower. Thank you. Same if you release that many fish. Yep. The quick and dirty way to make money. Oh. Tell you what, I hope I get my taxes back before somebody else buys the bucket for a Farmall H that is on Marketplace right now for $400. Because I'll offer them $300 for it. It's in really nice shape. The only downside to it is that it is a trip bucket rather than a hydraulic dump bucket. but I could do a lot with a bucket. I could even get a set of those forks that mount to the bucket, the bolt-ons. I know they're not the best, but they're also better than nothing. I mean, the heaviest thing I would have to pick up would be one of my garden tractors. They're a few hundred pounds. Less than quarter ton, most of them. Oops. When I worked many years ago at a I don't know what you'd even call it. It was mostly like a flower, like a flower shop, like a greenhouse. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would call it a greenhouse, even though he did other stuff too. And we unloaded the semis with his tractor with bolt onto the bucket forks. And those metal racks full of hanging baskets that we would unload that way are fracking heavy. Because all those plants are watered. So, and the racks are metal. So if it can handle those, I think it'll handle anything that I need pre-hobby farm days. Of course, my ideal loader tractor would be a John Deere 4020 with a Hinniker cab and a loader arm on it and full live hydraulics. Although an Oliver like 1355 or something in that range wouldn't be bad either. That's what we should do with all of our money. Trade that damn slow-ass combine in. That ought to make Richard happy. Well, first let's see what we can get for the existing one. About 35,000-ish. Not much. What is the header for that's in the sale? This is the Convio Flex 1380. That's an expensive header. And it's for the Lexion, that's why. Oh no, it's the 1380. Still for the Lexion, but oof. Oof da me. This would be our guy right here. Oops. We need a lot of monies. A lot more monies. Another 100 grand. So I guess we're not upgrading it quite yet. Soon. Very, very soon. It won't pick it up. Oh, that would have been nice. Can't see. I guess I might as well stay in cab. Oh, crud, I'm getting tired already. It's been a long, busy week. It's been a long, busy month. Let me be accurate here. I don't disagree, but I have not been sleeping well, and I've been working a lot. And then I've been getting woke up early by the dogs before my alarm. So it is what it is. I will probably call it after raking this up. Go have a nice hot shower and whatnot. Relax. I've got the rest of a South Main audio video to watch. I don't know how you do it, Husky. Oh yeah, you're younger. Youth helps, trust me. When I was, I don't know, 12 or 13, something like that, I stayed up for a week straight. I did not sleep for 7 days. I was fine for the first 3 days. I mean, good. I was good for the first 3 days. I was okay for the next 2 days. But for the final 2 days, I started getting a little delirious and a little weird. Nowadays, I can't even pull an all-nighter anymore without an extreme struggle. You're too young for that. I could go 2-3 days easy up until my late 20s, and it started declining after that. No hail on my fresh hay. That is not all right. Or is that just a really heavy rain? I can't tell. Oh, yeah, what else do I have to watch? I have something else I gotta watch, too. Well, I don't have to watch. But I definitely have some stuff that I can relax to this evening and do some dog cuddle time. Sir Moose there hasn't been feeling good for the past few days. He seems to be better today, but I've been giving him some extra lovin's. Yesterday, after work, I sat on the couch with him, and he had a fever from hell. Gotcha, Joe. Thank you for testing. Well, you know, Joe, you could always do a competitive multiplayer with Richard and I. It'd be fun to do more than just he and I. On our next one, we're going to be on that map that's designed for 4 teams to compete. The one where there's 4 different corners of the map, each basically a 90-degree rotation of the one just to the counterclockwise from it. I have ways to handle that. I'll just make an AI that owns that stuff so that none of us can own it. Just like on Calmlands, how I added a sawmill on a 3rd AI farm. There are always ways to adjust things. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it for our next one. All right. How has the stream been? Because from my side, it has maintained 15 kilobaud per second and 0 dropped frames for the entire time of the stream. That is great. That is good to hear. All right. Well, you guys have a good night. And I will catch you guys all again next week. Hopefully Richard will be feeling better. As always, I will see you on the next one.